Everybody loves humanity's best friend, but what happens when magic tortures and mutilates Bailey into Bay? What the is that? Get away from me! Welcome back to Compendium of Monsters. It's Death Dog Week. Before we continue, maul that subscribe button and howl your support. Then maybe find a good hiding place because, you know, rabies. Death Dogs are challenge level 1, and that's all the challenge they need to be. These medium monstrosities have an armor class of 12, average hit points of 39, a speed of 40 feet, and dark vision out to 120 feet. Death Dogs have the two-headed ability, which grants them advantage on saving throws against the following conditions: blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, stunned, or falling unconscious. Is that what they mean by two heads are better than one? Death Dogs have a basic multi-attack, which is insane for a challenge level 1 creature. This multi-attack allows the Death Dog to make 2 bite attacks for an average of 5 piercing damage per attack. An average of 10 damage per round is towards the lower end of a challenge level 1 creature's expected damage, but I'm perfectly happy with the amount of damage they deal. Never thought you'd hear that come out of my mouth, huh? In addition to the piercing damage done by the bite attack, the Death Dog's target must make a Constitution saving throw against disease or become poisoned until the disease is cured. Remember, when you're poisoned, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. But wait, there's more. For every additional 24 hours until the disease is cured, the infected creature must succeed on an additional Constitution saving throw or have its maximum hit points reduced by 1d10. The creature dies if its hit point maximum is reduced to 0. Death Dogs are slightly infuriating because there's no for sure origin story. Assuming someone very good with spells created them similarly to owlbears, I'd find and put them to death because what the is your problem? Dogs don't deserve this, and you know a poor dog was the basis for Death Dogs. However, thanks to their monstrosity classification, we know Death Dogs can reproduce to create more, because that's exactly what we need. The only thing worse than a Death Dog is more of them. Normally, this is the part where I'd make fun of the description of Death Dogs, but there's really no substance to make fun of. Now I have to make my own description and make fun of myself. Twisted Magics mutilated the form of a mastiff, transforming the loyal canine into a form that brings decay and death. A Death Dog's heart burns with hatred for humanity, causing it to attack explorers and travelers on sight. Because yeah, that's exactly what I want from my dog. Death Dogs that choose to serve a master are utterly loyal until they become hungry. Even the most powerful keepers know to keep a plentiful supply of human flesh on hand, lest they become the object of the Death Dog's next meal. So, why would you keep a guardian around that specifically eats your flesh? Just seems like a really stupid idea, but you know what? You do you. In battle, Death Dogs howl with malicious delight before tearing into their victim's flesh, inflicting disease that causes skin to start rotting off the bone. If not cured, the victim surely shall perish in a matter of days. Don't call me Shirley. Also, I'm gonna have to report someone to the Humane Society for being out of date on their rabies vaccine. Like, come on, it's super preventable and all you had to do was pay a little attention to your dog's needs. Though if you did that, they wouldn't be a death dog. Now would they? DMs. Death Dogs are insane against a standard party of level 1 adventurers. Here's what you need to know about using Death Dogs in combat. A Death Dog's intelligence score of 3 means it's an instinctual animal and does not have the ability to create complicated battle plans. Death Dogs have a +4 to their stealth rolls. Combine that with their 120 feet of dark vision and it's abundantly clear Death Dogs are ambushers. Sneak up on your party during a long rest and watch the chaos ensue. Death Dogs will not initially target plate-wearing or metal-wearing player characters as they prefer to attack softer targets. If you can, try to use the Death Dog's multi-attack to hit 2 different player characters on the same turn to maximize the potential for disease. Start with your casters, but remember the Death Dog's limited intelligence means it's going to eventually start fighting whatever hurts it the most. This likely means your martial melee fighters are going to take the majority of the rest of the damage until the Death Dog is killed. And yes, killed. Death Dogs are filled with hatred and won't run from a fight, especially when their favorite meal is on the line. It sounds stupid, but it's rabies, so go with it. Bear in mind that your player's characters won't get lesser restoration until level 3, and the Death Dog's disease can potentially kill most level 1 player characters after the first day. Barbarians, fighters, paladins, and rangers might survive the first day just to die after the second. It's a grim way to go, but perfect for a gritty realism campaign. With their resistances to various conditions, it's very safe to say that Death Dogs are actually intended to be part of a higher level encounter with either more Death Dogs or other monsters. Maybe your big bad runs a drug ring that has a Death Dog fighting pit? Players! This advice assumes you're level 1 or level 2 because higher levels give you a lot of ways to cure or avoid diseases. and oof. I'd say don't get bit, you tell me to off, and then I agree because it's ridiculous. Obviously, getting bit by a death dog is bad if you're level 1 or 2 and several days travel from the nearest settlement. If you happen across a potion of vitality, hoard it. These cure diseases, poisons, and even exhaustion, but potions of vitality are a very rare magic item, so good luck finding one. Another potential avenue is Lay on Hands. A paladin can expend 5 points from his, her, their Lay on Hands pool to cure a disease or a poison. Each cure costs 5 points from the pool, and the pool only has a number of points equal to 5 multiplied by the paladin's level. So you get 2 casts if you're lucky. Speaking of lucky, your party is fairly unlucky if the death dog goes after your casters first. As a martial melee, give the death dog a really hard smack with your weapon of choice and it should take you apart before heading on to its next target. Just keep a healer friend nearby and you should be fine. Should really is the keyword here. Anyways, what do you all think of death dogs? Let me know in the comments below. A special thank you to my patrons. And thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, share my video on your Twitter, Facebook, or other social media, and make the leap to become one of my patrons on Patreon. I'll see you all next time.